Welcome to the Tiny Dig Experience. I'm Ty.
I'm Dig.
Before we get into our next experience, I want to invite you to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified when we upload each of our experiences. That being said, Dig, tell us about our next experience.
Our next experience, ladies and gentlemen, comes to us from one of our regular contributors, someone who likes our comments, likes our posts, and is just all around awesome for helping out our channel.
Yes.
Miss Jen, so thank you very much.
Yes,
Today,
thank you.
We are going to be reviewing her recommendation, which was The Offspring, Self-Esteem.
Hey.
Now, I'm sure I probably know this song. I know a lot of Offspring songs. I just don't know the names of them. Yeah, The Offspring was a very popular band in the 90s. They had such hits as Keep 'Em Separated, or maybe that was the name of the song. Probably that was probably their biggest one, was Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
Oh yeah.
That was the one that really got them super popular, but they had some hits before that. And I'm pretty sure that Self-Esteem was one of them from the before era. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is Self-Esteem by The Offspring.
Yeah, I know this song.
Yeah,
Yep.
as soon as he comes in with that, it's like, yep, I know this one.
Oh yeah.
And man, I'll tell you what, that lead singer, I can't think of his name right now. He has some range, man, when he sings.
Very unique voice too.
Yes, and he can sing so high and not have to like go into head voice to do it.
He doesn't sound
belts out.
straining either.
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
The bass.
This might be one of my favorite songs that we've done. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good one. I like this one too.
I remember hearing The Offspring for the very first time. It would have been, I don't vividly remember, I guess. It would either have been 6th or 7th grade. How old we would have been. It was on a radio station, doesn't exist anymore. It was called Hot 105. And I found it on accident. In the tuning frequency was like 105.1 or something.
Oh, that station does exist.
Okay.
That's a different thing.
Very good. Well, anybody who was in the Des Moines area, if any of you guys remember Hot 105, send us a message, leave us a comment, because it was a very short-lived station. Like, I think that it came to be and then came to end that same year.
Yeah.
But it was an alt-rock station, and this was the type of alt-rock that they were trying to really push.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is more in the spirit of what 90s alt-rock was versus what it turned into.
Right.
I feel like it does still have kind of that grungy guitar bit.
Yeah.
But because of the vocalism, because of how busy the bass lines are, and also just how fast the songs are, it doesn't mesh with grunge rock.
Yeah.
And so I feel
it's got more of like a punk feel.
Yeah. And I feel like Offspring was probably the #1 band in the late 90s and early 2000s to really do a solid attempt at reclaiming what alt-rock was established to be before it just turned into grunge and then whatever you have now. It's like it went from very heavy grunge to soft rock.
Yeah,
Like,
it did.
it's
As far as like popularity and stuff,
yeah,
absolutely.
It's very bizarre, but this is refreshing. This is a very refreshing pick, Jen. Nice,
Very,
nice one.
I'll tell you what, the very first Offspring song that I do remember hearing was Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
I didn't say the title of the song, but that's what it was.
That was the very first song that I remembered. I mean, I might have heard some of their songs like this or some of their other ones um, before, but that was the one that actually stuck out in my head, and that's when somebody said, hey, this is a band called The Offspring, check them out, and played me this song. So, but then like as time went on, you know, I started hearing these songs again. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this song. It's like, oh hey, that was The Offspring. It's like, oh no way, that's awesome.
Wild. Yeah! Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Again, solid pick, Jen.
Solid pick.
That not only pressed all of the nostalgia buttons for me, but it's just genuinely good music.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's one of those ones that, you know, you can kind of jump around and dance and like, you know, belt your heart out when you're singing it.
You can also just sit on the couch and talk about it.
Exactly. Yeah. But
Very
yeah,
versatile.
that one's fun. And like I said, man, that lead singer, he's got range, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that you know, one of the songs that comes to mind is oh gosh, Five Finger Death Punch did a cover of it here recently.
Of an Offspring song?
Yes,
Really?
and yeah, it goes and it feels like heaven so far away. Can't remember the name of the song.
I think I know that song, but I had no idea it was by The Offspring.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Yep. And that one, he's you know, he's got super range, singing super high and super loud, and it's like Ty says, it doesn't sound like he's straining at all. It's like it just comes natural to him. He's not even trying.
Yeah.
And that's fantastic. That is awesome.
It's one thing to be a good singer, but it's a second thing to be like a good singer that doesn't look or sound like they're even trying. It's flawless, because it's like, the mentality that goes into that, it's like, oh, they're actually trying incredibly hard, but it's like when they have such control over what they're doing, that just as a listener, a viewer of one of their shows, it's like you would never even guess that, like, oh yeah, it's just, and then his voice goes up, and then it goes up, and then it goes up. Wow!
Where are we stopping here?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah. This was a good pick. So thank you, Jen. On a scale of 1 to 10, you know, I mean, I always love the nostalgic feels.
Oh yeah.
So that one always kind of helps. The music is pretty good, like Ty mentioned. It's got the, it's got the guitar sound that you kind of hear from grunge music, but it's a little too fast-paced for what grunge was. So with that fast pace kind of comes, you get that punk vibe, from like the 80s and stuff like that. So I thought that they kind of mixed both of those different genres very well with it. The lead singer has some amazing vocals.
Yes!
And it's one of those songs that, like I said, you'll be driving your car, down the road, and this song comes on, and you're just belting it out, and it's one of those fun songs. So, on that scale, I would have to say I'd give this song about an 8. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Very good. That's rating pretty high for the Tie and Dig experience.
Yeah.
That might be one of the highest rated ones that we've done so far.
Yeah,
so,
this is actually one of my favorite songs. So
checking all the boxes, Jen. This is wonderful.
Did a good job.
Now I'm just curious, Dig. What would it take to get to a 9?
What would it take to get to
Pay
a
attention,
9?
folks.
Oh my goodness.
Think if you can check all of these boxes. Leave that one song in the comments below, and we'll visit it, and we'll see if we can obtain a 9 from
So this song would have a song to obtain a 9, or even if you wanted to try a 10. There's only one song in my mind right now that could even become a 10.
Are you going to even give that away?
I will not.
All right.
I'm sure that maybe some of you can probably figure it out, but if you think you can guess it, let us know.
I think I can guess it.
I'm sure you can. But in order to probably get like a 9 rating or higher, I mean, the song has to be an iconic one. Absolutely iconic. There's got to have, it's got to have some amazing vocals, some amazing harmonies, some of the best lyrics that you've ever heard. It's got to have, fantastic music, and everything just has to, all of that stuff has to mesh, which sometimes is very hard to do. I mean, sometimes you may have the vocals, but the wrong music. Sometimes you may have the perfect music, but the wrong vocals. Or the harmonies might suck, or something that's always kind of in there that kind of brings you down. So in order to get about a 9 or a 10 on the Dig McCaffrey rating scale, yeah, all those things have to kind of come together. So if you think you got that song, you let us know in the comments below. You let us know what song it is, and we will review it, and we'll see what Dig McCaffrey has to say about it.
There is only one song on this planet that I can think of that checks every single one of those boxes.
I bet there is.
And it is Barbie Girl by Aqua.
Oh, he got it. He got it. That was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was it.
Look at that, folks. It's like we grew up together.
Oh.
Go through and go off the checklist and tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh. Well, you know what? Guess who's reviewing Barbie Girl soon? These guys. Let's see if we can get that one up to a 9 or 10.
Nobody knows.
Does it meet the criteria of the Dig McCaffrey rating scale? I don't know.
I don't know.
Tune in to find out.
You got anything else for us today?
Well, according to my non-existent watch there, Ty, we're all out of time today.
All right, man. If you guys absolutely love today's video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you didn't absolutely love today's video, well, you. Thank you so much for tuning into the Ty and Dig Experience. We'll see you next time right here on the Ty and Dig Experience.